Oh, a table and some pens and a book. Write mod suggestions here. Hi, I'm Adam C, and welcome to a brand new show at Silverstone from the Fast Car Magazine. This is the German Car Festival. We're starting right off at the BMW section with this E36 Touring. There's so much to tell you about this car that I thought I'd start straight off the bat. No exhaust, we'll come on to that later. Few stickers around the rear, and you've got the wide arches there. It's a bit of a DIY job, but we'll let him off because this, on paper, is pretty extreme. So you'll notice there's no rear doors anymore. They've kind of been blended and got rid of. This vent does vent through to a radiator in the back, stripped out in the front. There's 2 seats left, and around under the bonnet we have a 1UZ V8 with a turbo, and the exhaust that was missing earlier is here. That's the exhaust sticking out, not the bonnet. They have not yet cut a groove for the bonnet, so when this arrived it was on a trailer and the bonnet was just rested on the exhaust. Is this a full custom welded job with some like twin pipes, etc.? That is absolutely crazy. I don't know how much power it's got. We've tried looking it up, we haven't worked it out, but that's quite the spectacle. We've got the patterned roof as well, looking insane. I really like that. What we're going to do is we're going to walk around the show, look at the cars, of course, and some of the number plates. Because UK personalised plates, there's quite a lot of creativity in mind, and I've noticed a lot of these Audi and BMW guys, they find this creativity and they use it. So it's going to be a fun day looking at Beamers, Audis, Mercs, and there is a section for non-German cars too. So going next to the best colours, we've got Dakar Yellow on the E92 and this E60 Taxi with a Lego tag. Let's see what number plates we can spot. Let me know if you've noticed any in particular that I didn't notice. And today for my breakfast I've got a choice of the YFood Dream Team bundle. So as part of the bundle you get Happy Banana as well as the classic Choco. So this is going to be my breakfast or maybe my lunch. It's kind of brunch time, but I haven't eaten anything, but these are good for filling you up for between 3 to 5 hours. I've got all the vitamins you need for a full meal and I love them. And to try them out for yourself you need to follow the link down below. They are the video's sponsor for today's video, and I'm going to go for the classic Choco. Banana is amazing, but right now I'm feeling chocolate, so as part of the Dream Team bundle you can choose either one or another. So they're high in protein, lactose free, gluten free, and with no added sugar. So to try both of the Dream Team bundle for yourselves, all you need to do is follow the link down in the description below and use my discount code of Adam-YouTube to get 10% off your order. Right, let's look at some number plates. Straight off the bat we've got what I was talking about. Very rude from the M4. He wants us to F off. We will do that and on to more cars. Cars such as the Beamer. And please congratulate this guy, he's just reached 800 subscribers. But it is jokes trying to work out what some of these plates mean. Like this Bruv plate on the M2 and the Jazzy plate on the E92. And behind the M3 we have an E36. Oh, he's made the G look like a 6. It's very clever. But we've reached the first one that I'm struggling to work out. Oi, Zaf. Maybe Zaf's a nickname, or Tuaf. He's part of the E46 mob, which has only got one member, it seems, today. There's a sudden silence. Oh, Paul Swift's doing some stunts. I'm guessing his name is Lewis B, and he has an S3. But it's almost like this S3 knew that I was doing this number plate theme today. He's blanked the number plate with a purple blanking plate, but it's okay. It's fallen off on the front, so we can see it's got a 3-dimensional plate, S3 LLC. But it's not all about number plates today. We have found a short wheelbase Audi Quattro. Not sure if it's one of the original short wheelbase cars or if it's been cut and created. I don't know enough about them to really recognise which is which, but still great to see Audi Sport Quattro white wheeling the world at the German Car Festival. But we move back to number plates on the RS666, a RS6 low, and it's RS5 time. Feel like he's missing a question mark from the end of his number plate. It's not even that large, it's the RS4 not an RS6. But by the look of this number plate, it is a female-owned twin-turbo Audi R8. But apparently it's time to have a V6 off with the Beetle RSI. This is number 38 of 250 Beetle RSIs that were ever made, with its V6 and a 6-speed manual gearbox. And we got another V6 on this Mark V Golf, or the V66 kind of, and that's behind the R32, R13 too. Kind of R32, he's almost got the perfect plate. Oh look, it's KG, Kiss, and my buddy. But this Golf has not got a front plate, but what he has got on the front is some key marks and a Hot Wheels car collection. I mean, they're not all Hot Wheels, that very one is not a Hot Wheels very one. I've got that MC12, I think I've got that Golf, I've got probably most of these to be fair. Supra down there in red, and you got the McLaren F1 just down there in orange. That's not its proper number plate. Is it an RS3? Is it an owl? No, it's neither, it's a Golf. Oh, a table and some pens and a book. Write mod suggestions here.
Wholeheartedly.
Wholeheartedly, like, yes. Penis wheels, guess an M140i, quad turbo, breaker's yard, Cummins diesel engine, scrap it. Give us some eyelids, make her mean, XOXMYU. I think break, delete. I did think it was trying to spell Boost Mark 5, but it's a Mark 6, so it's probably just his initials. This chap has led many races in the past with his tent on his roof. But welcome to the AMG section. I know you'll probably be trying to work out some of these number plates. There's a CC63. Wow. There's so many rude people. V8. Ooh. And then that. Yahoo. We often find to create the suitable word on the number plate, they'll put a little screw cap in a very suitable place and create a new word out of what it actually isn't spelling. So I think this number plate, if it was correct, would be banned by the DVLA, but they've put a screw cap to turn a D into a B so that it creates... I'll let you work that one out for yourself. From afar, it's very visible. Is he next to a Ninja? Car ownership's often inspired by gaming, so he's turned his Xbox on to purchase his 911. Now this isn't actually his number plate, but it was very abrupt, whereas that is his number plate. M2, oh he does his body mass index for fun. But we have entered the Mark IV Golf section. They haven't got many personalised plates. I mean, he hasn't got a plate. He's got Lamborghini Gallardo wheels, or similar, on his Golf, and he's got spotlights that have been taped up with some duct tape, and a Volkswagen parking only sign, and some models of himself on the dash. The number plate's holding up this sign, so we can maybe read it from the other side, upside down. It's not personalised. This is very appropriate though. Look, you've got Chewbacca, because the R32 Golf sounds like Chewbacca. I've always said it. This makes less sense. It's got a angry dog in the rear, but that makes sense. V6. Oh yeah. And within the E36 section, we're looking at an E36 belonging to Joe. But with all these German cars and their pops and bangs, you often ask yourself the question, why so loud? Also, someone's just started up. Look, he's ready. Definitely ready. But as we've seen, the R32 Golf's always entertaining with their plates. We rev. That's good. Love the revolutions. I think that's meant to spell V6 Golf R. You got R32 Go. V6 O Power. And R32 I Buy, or R321 Buy, with 997 wheels. It's Mr. Simi. Now, I don't know if I'm meant to be reading this as freak, or I've just offended his number plate, but that's how I read it. I've brainwashed my mind into trying to read words that aren't there. And here is the most custom C63 of the show, with that, is it forged carbon? I think it is a forged carbon diffuser on the back of it. The number plate doesn't really spell anything, so we won't necessarily comment about that, but there's so much else to look at, with splitters on splitters, carbon fibre everywhere, perspex on the bonnet, and not as much a front diffuser as the rear, but that's an astonishing build. Most of these M6s seem to have M6 number plates, very handy when you can have M6 and then their initials, although this is M6 Wuss, and has the most unique wrap on it. It's got a colour fade from red up to black. Amar's got some big requests today. I ain't afraid of them. Some of these plates, though, if you don't know, you won't know, but you know to know, and if you know, you know. Now you know. He likes his car nice and crispy. We are seeing a lot of FK number plates, V8 FKG. You can make up your own mind. Oh, Venom? Oh, we're getting into the 69 number plates now. He's the top 69 lad of the show. Now, it's not a real number plate, but it's not a real C63 either. That's why it is the 63 Troll. Now, that is a sexy M2. Oh, yes. Now, there's no personalised plate here, but you can tell why I'm filming. You've got the Wings Audi badge on the chrome green wrap, matching the fluffy dice inside. More rude number plates. Hi, you ho. Yeah, buzz. Oh, someone's popping, revving, and everyone cares. There is Royan C and a TFSI nut. Unfortunately, that is not the genuine plate on the pink AMG, but that is the genuine plate, except it's not an RS6. We've also got demonstrations of trying to spell the name of the car on the Cupra and Rogo Clo. Now, could we be looking at a McLaren P1 or a Subaru P1 or even a pig? No, must be a Golf. It's neither. S123 go. Ironically, based on power figures, this is probably one of the strongest cars in the lot. R20 valve turbo K. We've got another Barbie just next to a B58 saying goodbye to us as we move on to other cars like the V8 M3. And don't quote me on this, but this M4 is slow AF. Kiss. And over here, we've clearly not got an AMG for John because John went for an M4 instead. Have we filmed this one already? I feel like we have. It's very similar to ones we've seen already. Very rude. And I've got a feeling I know what his other hobby is. We have another attempt at writing the word Cupra and David. David? He's probably called David. And here we have his 2003 Leon Cupra R. Welcome to what I think is like a bit of a top 25 section. This is the Auto Finesse hand-pick section with Gap Hue, the F80. But I would just like to take some time to appreciate some of the work that's gone into these cars on display. It's incredible how much effort has gone into these builds. This one's called Yerbs. Yeah, I'll let you read that one yourselves. I'm worried that rain cloud, I think it's going that way, but it might come this way, so cars might start leaving soon. So let's look at the show and shine section. There's been a lot of plate blanks and deleted plates today. I'm loving this. This is a Mark IV Golf. It's been turned into like an old caddy styled Golf, like a ute. It was a Golf estate before, and it's had all of this work done, and it looks phenomenal. And this E90 M3 eats AMGs for breakfast. Next up, we've got one of the widest polos of that generation on the scene, and this Lupo, which is a bit more modified than you may initially reckon. Look, you've got Groot sat in the seats, and it has also been turned into a bit of a ute. The Peanut is what it's called. Look at the work that's gone into the build of this Lupo. Someone wants to rev his TFSI bus. Yeah, a lot of these guys put German-style plates like our British cars, like the RS6 we saw earlier. Mark 57 by. This M3 goes zoom. And then you've got the beautiful Benz next door. And just beyond Nick V, we have what seems to be a turbocharged Mark I Golf. The plate is a clue, and in case you didn't know the name of this legendary colour, it is Dakar Yellow. Next around we have a carbon fibre wide body Cayman. I think the plate's meant to read Sicko, potentially. It's definitely up there with the best cars of the show. It's so extreme, this car. But the rain is starting to come down, so we're gonna move on a little bit through the rest of the show, see what else we can see. A lot of plates are missing, and maybe even head to the exit to film some of the cars departing the shows. This Skoda is the best Skoda in the country, and this rain is actually the most welcomed rain in the country because it's been so warm, so muggy, and now we've got a bit of refreshments. Nasty. So unfortunately, due to the weather, we're going to have to do a quick pass through all of these cars. Look, everyone is getting in their cars to head home before the thunderstorm begins. The cars leaving video will be interesting. Love the colour on the E36 and the wheels. Nice setup. Is she called Chloe, potentially? What other places we got? Can't see that many to look at. In particular, R8 is starting. Oh, hello! There's a Beetle. Look at that.
Oh, no, we've got Corvette wheels.
Oh my God, Corvette wheels from a C4. Yes. Oh, we can hear the thunder. It's coming down. People are running. Silverstone are on it. Hopefully all these Mercedes behave themselves though in the weather. Otherwise they'll all be going to jail. I almost died. This just fell right in front of me. I don't want it to fall on the car. It's fallen again. I think it's better left on the floor, maybe. There's GTII DSG again. What the was... Those are the speakers. Oh, look, the barriers have been blown over as well, or blown up. You've got RS6s, RS6 Jod, V10, RS Troy, OV10, something. Oh, it's so windy. C Lesbian, F1 Legend, Moo! mood. I know the mood. It's weird. I think, is everyone in their cars or maybe sheltering elsewhere? Because there's a bit of a ghost town here at the moment. There's a few people in Hawaiian shirts in the storm. As we walk through the car, we're going to go to another car, then go to the exit, and that will be in a separate video. He's missing one of his kidneys. And there is Dibby D. Apparently, the Member of Parliament is bad. Or all of them are, maybe. Still no sign of the E46 mob, just a single one. Oh, sunroof is open, unfortunately. It's going to go, it's got a bit of a tarpauling on it. We're going to get into the peachy A3 and head to the exit in the warmth. Look, it's got a roof that works. We also have a Trax part of the show. Trax is normally one of the biggest modified car shows of the year, so this is a non-German section, even though there was a E46 there. So you can bring your non-German and your German cars to this show, and everything's being wrapped up due to the weather. A lot of cars have left, so we're going to film all the others, as I said, separate video. It's what I do. It's been a good show though, other than the weather. I don't think most people expected the weather. No one's wearing waterproofs. There's people at the roundabout already sheltering behind the tree, watching the cars leaving, so I will do the same. I'm going to drop myself off, then post that in a different video, because I imagine there will be a lot of cars departing at once as the weather comes down. I've got no umbrella, but humans are waterproof. It's a little known fact. See you in a bit. See you in a minute. So I hope you enjoyed that small video from the German Car Festival, looking at some of the unique number plates that were at the show. I've always wanted to make a video like this, highlighting people's different spelling, like X for. That's the Audi I was just in. So follow me on all my social channels for updates, highlights and pictures of the way I take at these shows and more. And obviously make sure you hit that bell when you subscribe to be notified for the cars leaving video in the moisture. But for now, thanks for watching.